Hi, I'm Mark Strollo and I'm here to tell you about the Newmar Dutch Star. If there's one company out there that builds an amazing coach, it's Newmar. They are the first company to do a lot of things. Number one, they're the first company to really stand out when it comes to customer service. There are almost no companies out there that operate in the way that Newmar does. An amazing quality company and an amazing diesel coach, and I'm excited as anything to show you all the features about it. One of the things that sets Newmar apart is that a lot of things are kept in-house for quality control reasons, and one of those things is the paint. The paint on a Newmar Dutch Star is flawless. It's absolutely amazing, and it's actually painted in-house. So in terms of quality control or keeping a close eye on things, Newmar paints their own coaches. So they've always been kind of noted for having the most luxurious looking paint jobs in the industry, and when you see a Newmar going down the road, you kind of know it's a Newmar by its paint job. It's absolutely gorgeous. The Newmar Dutch Star is a 450 horsepower coach. It's built on the Freightliner chassis, which has some amazing features on it, and I'm going to get to those things in a few minutes. One other couple of neat things up front here that I just wanted to kind of point out is that the steps on a Newmar Dutch Star aren't like any other steps in the industry. They're really kind of amazing. They're about double the width of most any other luxury diesel. They're sturdy as anything. I mean, they're just amazing. In fact, Dave, do you have a second? I just wanted to kind of just show you about how different they are. You know, they're wider, bigger, more durable. I think probably both of us can get on here, and I didn't mean to put you on the spot here, but
it's okay, boss.
So very durable. You can fit 2 people on a step. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Nobody builds a step like Newmar, and I hate to say it's a little different than you would find on a lot of coaches, but and I don't mean to talk about it so much, but it's just a really cool feature. You really feel like a king or a queen going inside your coach. We talked about the paint being in-house. That really, to me, is a big feature because, you know, when it comes to a diesel coach and resale value, I don't know of another coach that has better resale value than Newmar. Part of that is because of the attention to detail that they put into building their coaches. People know that when they buy a Newmar, they're buying amazing quality, and they're buying something that is built like nothing else, like no other diesel is built. So let's just move right along here. Another nice thing about the Newmars is really an exceptional thing is that they actually make their own baggage doors too. So they fit, they close properly. You know, a lot of manufacturers, they just kind of sub everything out. That's just kind of the way most manufacturers are. This is also a true luxury diesel manufacturer, and things are just kind of done differently at Newmar. And one of them is the fact that their baggage doors are actually made in-house. So they're really, really amazing baggage doors. And in fact, this slide out as we're standing here, I just want to take a minute to talk about it. Newmar is it actually was the first manufacturer in 1991 to build a slide out. So in terms of having a slide out that works properly, not something that you'll have to have major issues with, it goes in and out smooth, this is absolutely it. It's a tremendously well-built slide mechanism. And I'll go into that a little bit more, but again, they have a kind of a custom slide mechanism. So it's it's been manufactured in-house and been tested since 1991. So again, first manufacturer to ever put a slide out in anything was Newmar. So you know that it works. I mean, there are really some manufacturers out there that frankly, the slides just don't work, and they have an awful lot of issues with them. But this coach, a little different, long-time builder of slide outs since 1991. Just to kind of go over a couple of the construction features. These are flush slides, so these slides are actually going to go in flush with the wall. So you're not going to have that picture frame or border look. You know, this goes in flush. So the exterior look of this coach is absolutely tremendous. So it just looks like it looks different, and it looks amazing, and it looks like $1 million coach. And it's some of the features on it are just tremendous. So but it is a residential construction. Very few other manufacturers are going to have a coach built like this. It's a hung wall fiberglass, so it's not laminated. So if it's not laminated, it can't delaminate. So one of the big, the tough things for a lot of RVs is, if they get older and they were to develop some sort of leak and they're laminated, it can kind of separate the sidewalls. And I'm sure you've probably seen some of the older RVs going down the road where they can delaminate. Well, that can't happen here. And it also is a fiberglass insulation, which is much better in terms of like preventing road noise and that kind of thing. So if you want to get a look underneath here, really, really big storage area. This is actually, this can slide all the way out, and it goes the full length of the coach. So a couple of things on the exterior just to kind of recap. This is a 450 horsepower coach. It's built on a Freightliner chassis, one of the most recognized brand names in the industry when it comes to chassis. There's probably 400 or 500 Freightliner facilities in the country. In fact, we actually just sent a team of people from our company to the plant in down south, and it was amazing. And it's an amazing facility, and we're to have a coach on a Freightliner chassis is really a good thing, and I'm going to show you some features about that in a minute here. But amazing underneath. It's kind of has like an automotive texture here, so very easy to clean. Awesome feature. The sides of our slide outs are also painted on the Dutch Star. Again, just to kind of, I know I keep repeating myself, but kind of give an overview of what this coach is. It's built by a company that isn't like any other companies in terms of quality control or fit and finish or just warranty. And we'll talk about that in a minute here. Just wanted to quickly touch on this here for a minute. One of the new upcoming features for Newmar is that they're going to have a steerable tag. So they're going to have this tag axle is actually going to turn up to 12 degrees. So it's going to it's going to cut down on your turning radius, and it's going to actually just make turning tight turns on this coach just a lot more comfortable. Again, so one of the new features coming soon for Newmar is having a steerable tag axle. I guess it's called Ultra Steer. And it's up to 12 degrees additional wheel cut there by having that. And one of the other neat features about Newmar, which is they're coming out with their bath and a half models, they're going to have a safety door in near the back bathroom area. And they're going to be one of the first coaches in the industry to offer a second door in their bathroom area, which is amazing. Just in terms of safety, I think you guys will really like that. The overall design of a Dutch Star isn't really, it's not like any other. It's amazing. It's super unique. I can't say enough about the resale value of Newmar. People know that when they buy a Newmar, they know they're buying top of the line. They know they're buying top of the line manufacturer. You know, there's a difference between Newmar and other manufacturers. A Newmar is known for just being the best, and that's why when it comes to resale value, Newmar has always ranked up towards the top, because they're just known to build an exceptional quality coach. It is 450 horsepower. It is independent front suspension. Some of the neat features on the door side is you can kind of see from here, but they have the integrated awnings. That's now a standard feature. So really high-end feature for awesome price point. The back end has a really great, sleek design. Again, kind of noticeable going down the road. Newmar, that look is just tremendous. Along the back side here, Jeremy, there's some really unique things to show. Newmar is one of the only manufacturers that builds a full wall slide, which is amazing. So you really kind of opens up the possibilities for floor plans. They have some of the most amazing floor plans in the industry because they're able to build full wall slides. The reason why they can do that is that their slide mechanisms are just that more durable. They're just built better than other manufacturers, so they can build a full wall slide. A lot of manufacturers won't touch that. This company has been building full wall slides for about almost 10 years. One of the best features about a Newmar and its overall construction is that the sidewalls are 2.5 inches thick. Very few manufacturers put that much into a slide out. It's just much more durable, longer lasting, and it's also one of the best handling or best sounding coaches from the inside, partly because of that 2.5 inch thick wall. So again, that's a really big deal. So some unique things about Newmar. A lot of things are built in-house. That's kind of how they keep that quality level to levels that no other manufacturer has. They have in-house paint, in-house baggage doors. They have a huge service facility in-house. They have their cabinet doors are built in-house. Their countertops are built in-house. So we're going to check all that stuff out here in a minute. Also, you can kind of get a good look at the windows here also. So that has there's a frameless window here, which is amazing because it's the newer style. It's the most modern look you can get in a Class A diesel. And that, along with how these slides are flush slides, is absolutely amazing. And just to kind of come around the front here, this is another good shot of the painted slide, the slide rooms. I just want to kind of recap the exterior here. Jeremy, Newmar is in terms of quality, there aren't companies out there that build them like a Newmar. Just dealing with a company like that is it just says a lot. They're just completely different when it comes to working with them, whether it's for warranty reasons or parts or just overall questions about your coach. These guys are amazing. Up front in a Newmar Dutch Star has some truly amazing things. Some really kind of super technologically advanced things, and I just want to first start by explaining the Comfort Drive steering system that Newmar has with their Dutch Star. It's absolutely an amazing feature. What it does is it actually has like a motor assist on the wheel, and what it does is it brings your wheel back to center on its own. So literally you can drive a Newmar Dutch Star with 2 fingers. And as I mentioned earlier, I drove it the other day, and it literally is as comfortable, or if not more comfortable, than driving a car. I think if one of the things associated with diesel coaches is taking road trips and being on the road for a long time, and one of the most satisfying things about driving a Newmar is that there's almost no road fatigue. A lot of times we're either kind of fighting tense shoulders or that kind of stuff because the wheel is almost like sometimes you have to wrestle it to keep it on the road. This is not like that. That system is exclusive to Newmar, and it is effortless driving, and it's always going to keep your wheel at center. So it's always going to come back to center on its own. Another feature about that is that it is, if in the event of a blowout, this will keep your front wheels going straight. If you had a blowout on one of your front wheels, it's going to keep the coach going straight. That is an amazing safety measure that Newmar takes. And so to have that Comfort Drive system is absolutely amazing. It's overall, it's going to help with road fatigue. It's going to able to give you more hours on the road, more comfortable hours on the road. And kind of another way to put it is if you ever driven down a road and it kind of humps or gives that uneven feel of the road, well, this is going to constantly adjust and keep you in center. So it's really just an amazing feature exclusive to Newmar, and it's one of the best driving coaches that you can buy because of that feature. And I really encourage you to take it for a ride because it's just like driving a car, if not easier. So I can't say enough about that, and I look forward to questions to that or coming down to the dealership and taking it for a test drive. One additional feature I wanted to speak about up front here, and this really kind of sets Newmar apart, is that the fact that they have 24-hour technical assistance for the life of the coach. That is an amazing feature. There's no signing up for extra extended warranties for that. There's no signing up for having to purchase something extra there. They give you 24-hour technical assistance from a Newmar representative for the life of the coach. You know, I don't know of another manufacturer that does that. There may be other manufacturers that do that sub that service out. This is a service representative from Newmar themselves. So I can't explain how the difference between Newmar. I can't explain it, and it's actually rather easy. Newmar's different when it comes to service. They offer 24-hour technical assistance for the life of the coach. That's amazing. So if you have trouble operating your hydronic heating system, or you have trouble questions about how to adjust the temperature on the oven or something, or, I'm sorry, the stovetop, then you can call, and it's just or wiring questions or service facility questions. That's all available to you 24 hours a day. An amazing feature. And I'll touch on this a little bit more before we finish, but in terms of quality, that's what's going to set the Newmar apart. Because they've had such a reputation for quality over the years, their resale value is through the roof. They literally have some of the best resale value when it comes to their coaches in the industry. So there's nothing more satisfying than going ahead and spending good money on a coach and knowing that you have an amazing company behind you, and you don't have to worry about some of the little things that can be frustrating. But having a company like Newmar behind you makes the RV experience completely different than any other. In fact, I've been told by Newmar representatives that they almost they like helping out. They're a company that goes and looks for. They like to help their customers out, and that's different than a lot of other manufacturers out there. I want to show you up here. This is their comfort air system. It's more of a residential type of air conditioning system. Why is this better? It's better because it's easier to change your filters from here. As simple as that. They're right here. What's amazing is that this air conditioning system, being more of a residential air conditioning system, the temperature difference from front of the coach to back is they've tested it as within 3 degrees. So you're going to kind of maintain that same temperature as you would in more of a residential type of setting. But that comfort air system is amazing. All of the air blows from one area. Really easy to get to your filters for cleaning. So overall, those operating more efficiently. They're just going to operate more efficiently and more quiet than any other manufacturer out there. Again, this is that full wall slide. This is not something that you see in a lot of manufacturers because they just don't build them. One of the biggest things I can say about the quality of a Newmar is the way that they build their slides. They're the first manufacturer to ever use a slide mechanism. So you can imagine the quality and the thought that goes into their slide mechanism. So wanted to quickly point out the countertops in here. These are built in-house, so they fit. I had mentioned about a lot of things being built in-house with Newmar. This is one of them. So it fits better. It just looks sharper, and it's in terms of quality control, they really just kind of rein things in by doing it all in-house. The other thing I want to talk about, which the cabinetry in a Newmar Dutch Star is just stunning. And one of the reasons is actually all of this cabinetry is made in-house. The wood, believe it or not, is actually forested within, I think it's 50 or 60 miles of the plant. So talk about things really being built in-house. They actually, they get all of their wood, and it's actually forested within a close proximity to the plant. And of course they do all their staining right at the plant. I've been fortunate. I've been to the plant once or twice, and it's amazing to see the work that they put into their cabinets. So it fits better. It looks better, and certainly helps in terms of resale value. So that's just another example of some of the things that they do in-house. Of course, this is the tile floor. They're one of the only manufacturers that really takes the time to lay the tile floor down. I've been to the plant, and to see what that looks like, the time that they put into making this tile floor is amazing. One of the only manufacturers that takes the time to use thousands of spacers all the way around their tile, more like you would see in a residential type of build. And also, just while we're on the construction aspect here, Jeremy, one of the most durable roofs in the industry for an RV, it's 6.5 inches thick at its at its thickest point. So to recap here, if you're looking to buy a diesel, consider purchasing a luxury diesel. They're not always the least expensive RVs out there, but what you get there is some guarantees. Number one, it's kind of comforting to know that you're buying probably one of the most respected RV manufacturers anywhere. So to imagine buying a coach from a company that has that type of reputation, well, that's Newmar. Buying a Dutch Star, you have a 24-hour technical assistance for the life of the coach. That's really comforting, because if I'm traveling on the road and I know that I can just pick up the phone, and if I have a question about lighting, wiring, construction, operation of something, I have somebody right there. And I also have somebody from the Newmar facility, not somebody that's outsourced somewhere else. Newmar is the first to do a lot of things. They're first to put slide outs in any RV. So in terms of durability and overall operation of their slide mechanisms, I don't think there's another company out that can touch the level of quality that Newmar can with their slide outs. Their paint is done in-house, tile work in-house, cabinetry is done in-house. Absolutely an amazing coach. I encourage you to take a Newmar Dutch Star for a ride. The way that it handles, because of that comfort drive system, is like no other coach. My name's Mark Strollo, and I appreciate you spending the time with me today. Thank you very much.